Hello all and welcome back. So in this video, let us continue our discussion on trees and now let's see different ways we can traverse our tree. So let's get started. Now when I talk about traversing our tree, let us try to understand this with the example which is on the right. We are given a tree, okay? We have to traverse, that is go to each and every node and print it out, right? Might be seeming a similar problem which we have done in the starting of this module, which is to print our tree, right? So let us try to see this, everyone. Let us now see the way we printed our tree before. When we were printing our tree, we majorly initially printed out a root, of course, along with its children for better overall readability, but then called it on each and every children. So the procedure which we followed was parent, one second. So parent was followed by child. So exactly what was happening, we used to print one. Okay. So let me write it here. We used to print one first. Then one used to call on its children. The call will go to two. Two will print itself first. And then the call will go to its children, which is five. And then six. Then the call used to come back. And it used to be three and four. So each node, what it is doing is that it is printing itself first. Okay. So it is putting itself first and then printing its children. So this particular order of printing is known as pre-order. Pre-order. As the name suggests, pre, which means that first root is saying that hey, first I will get printed, okay, then my children will get printed. So this is what we have already done. We of course made sure that we are decorating a little bit in terms of overall showing the children as well, so that the readability becomes easy. But the same thing we were doing, and that is what is known as pre-order. So let us once try to write the code again for that, so as to revise the same. One second. Yeah. So here we have the trees with us. Okay, so in this particular file, I have just made sure that we have imported this predefined generic tree inputs, and these are the trees which we are going to run this on. Now we have these root one, root two, and root three. Let us write the code for pre-order traversal. Okay, I will be getting a root. So first I should print root dot data. Okay, and let us make end like this. Once I have printed the root dot data, that is once I have worked on my overall root, then is when I can call on children, right? So once this is done, for each child in root dot children, I have to just call pre-order traversal on each child. Okay. So yeah, this is what we have to do. One thing more, edge case again, to make sure that if somehow someone sends none, then we should be good to handle that as well. So if root is none, then I should make sure that I return. And let us now try to see if we call this on root 1, what will be the answer. So root 1. Okay, great. I think we have to define root first. Use great. So let us understand, everyone, what will be the answer going to be. Again, the understanding is that first 1 will get printed. So 1. It's going to call on 2. So we will see 2. 2 after getting printed will call 4. 4 has no children, so it will come back. Then we will call on 5. And after coming back, we will call on 3. So this seems to be the order in which our output will be there. It's a pre-order because root overall say that, hey, I will be first. Okay, I will be first. And then you can just call my children. Keep me on pre. So that is what it is exactly. Let me just do one more thing. So print pre-order traversal. Okay. So just to add this, so we can see it nicely. Yeah. Great. Let us run this now, everyone. And we can see the same output. 1, 2, 4, 5, and 3. Right. So this is what is known as pre-order traversal. First root and then children. Great. So now let us move forward and see another traversal. The next traversal is known as post order. Okay. Post order. In this, each and every node says that, hey, don't print me first. First, please print my children. Okay. I will come post. I will basically come afterwards. So first print my children and then please print me. So it's in a way opposite of this, but what will the output be? Let's see. If we are printing post order, then 1 will not get printed, it will call on 2. 2 will also not get printed, it will call on 5. 5, since there are no children of 5, so it will get printed, and the first element is going to be 5. Once this is done, 5 will come back. Once this is done, 5 will come back, and 2 will call on 6 then. Okay, so it will still not get printed unless all of its children are printed. 2 is not going to get printed, and the same is for 1. Now, once we come on 6, again 6 has no children, so we will print 6. Then moving forward, we will go back to 2. Now, because 2, all the children of 2 have been printed, we can print out 2 as well. Again, let's move forward. Now 2 has been printed. Okay, we will go back, but once 1 will not get printed again. Okay, it will first try to print 3. For 3 again, because no children are there, it can just directly print out 3. Same for 4. We will go back to this and we will see that, okay, we have to print 4 then. So 4 will get printed and finally then 1 will get printed. So you will see one thing in this. Each and every node will get printed once all its children are printed, right? So that is just the overall idea behind post order traversal. So let us try to code this as well, everyone. I hope you have understood the basic idea. So we use these kind of traversals in different use cases. So that's why having the knowledge is a lot important. So let us write the code for post order traversal as well. Def post order traversal. Okay, or we can keep it post order only. Again, root. First, we will call on all the children of my root. Okay, so for each child in root dot children. Okay, we just have to make sure that we are calling this post order on my each child. Let us make this post order underscore traversal so that it is in line. Once each and every child is printed, once each and every child gets printed, that is when I will say, okay, now I'm happy to get printed. You have just printed all my childs. Okay, so this can be done. Again, to make sure that if in case someone sends me a empty tree, which is root is equals to none, then I should just handle it via the edge case. This is not a base case, this is an edge case. Okay, so let me zoom in as well so you can see properly. So this is the post order traversal, everyone. Root is done, return each child, pre post order traversal. We are just calling on each child first and then finally root dot data. So let us see this as well, everyone. What exactly will be the output now? This is the same example which we took. So let me just rewrite it. Initially, first 4 will get printed, then 5, then 2, then 1, then 3, and finally 1. Okay, so let us just quickly see it once again. 1 will not get printed, it will call on 2. 2 will say that, hey, don't print me, first print my children. And thus 4 is the first one. It will go back, okay, and the call to other children will be made. Now, because 5 doesn't have any children, it will get printed. Now, because 4 and 5 have been printed, we will print 2. The control will go back to 1, but it's going to call for the next children in line, which is 3. Again, because 3 doesn't have any children, 3 will get printed. And finally, 1 will get printed because each and every child of my 1 has been printed. Okay. So great, everyone. Let us try to run this quickly and see if our answer matches. Let us just make it, let me copy this and let me make it post order post order traversal. Okay, so yeah, let us print this now. And it seems to match 45231, right? 45231. So again, the node is just getting printed after each and every of its children. Great, everyone. So I hope these overall traversals are clear. Now, please make sure that you do one thing. what you have to do is these trees which are in front of you, you have to make sure that you call this particular code on these trees. But before seeing the output, you have to make the output yourself. Okay, so pretty easy thing you have to do. Just change this to root 2 and root 2 here, then root 3 and root 3 here. Go to this particular comments. That's the reason I have added this whole code here. As a practice, make the overall output at your end. Okay, so please do that, because that will help you to clear out this concept. It's going to be used a lot once we move forward to the next modules. Okay, once you are able to print out, once you are able to complete your output, then see if your output is matching, if the pre and the post order is matching. I don't think there should be any problems. Okay, but then again, you have the code which will be the truth, so you can test exactly if your logic is working or not. Okay, everyone. So cool. Next, let's meet in the next video. Thank you.